Start again fresh, yeah. So you discarded it all one. Okay, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أنا عبد الله بن عمرو قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يخرج الدجال. Right in the authority of Abdullah ibn Amr, he said that Dajjal will make his appearance. فيمكث 40. He will live for 40. لا أدري 40 يوما أو شهرا أو عاما. I'm not sure if he said 40 days or 40 months or 40 years. فيبعث الله عيسى بن مريم. Then Allah Ta'ala will send Isa ibn Maryam كأنه عروة بن مسعود, as though he's عروة بن مسعود. فيطلبه يعني he will seek him. Who will seek him? Isa will seek Dajjal فيهلك, will destroy him. ثم يمكث في الناس 7 سنين. Then he will live amongst the people for 7 years. ليس بين اثنين عداوة, and he will not be amongst the people any type of enmity. ثم يرسل الله ريحا باردة. Then Allah Ta'ala will send a cool breeze من قبل الشام, from the side of Syria. فلا يبقى على وجه الأرض أحد. They will not remain on the earth anybody في قلبه مثقال ذرة من خير, to the extent of a, a seed, a master seed of goodness, or iman, إلا قبضته, except that will take hold of him. حتى لو أن أحدكم, to such an extent if any one of you people, right, دخل في كبد جبل, enters into the bowels of a mountain, لدخلته عليه, it will follow him حتى تقبضه, and it will take hold of him. قال فيبقى شرار الناس, then the worst of people, and this is the relevance, this is the relevance of the hadith of the Bible. He said, remember we said that in Qiyamah will not come except on the worst of people. And all the good people will leave the dunya, all the worst people will live. Remember the hadith we done earlier? That Qiyamah will not come as long as one person on this dunya is saying Allah, Allah, Allah. So all the good people would have been gone, and only the worst people would be there, right? So this is the punchline, so to say. Right. Uh, so people this year, في خفة الطير وأحلام السباع. When I do the explanation of the hadith, I'll give you more of this explanation. People will be as carefree as birds, and they will be as hard as prey animals. لا يعرفون معروفا. They will not recognize any good. ولا ينكرون منكرا. And they will not reject any evil. فيتمثل لهم الشيطان. So under these conditions, when they already reached, you can say the lowest of the low, right? Shaitan will come in the form of a human being. And it's here mentioned here, will come like in the form of an elderly person, a wise person, and he'll tell the people, ألا تستحيون, don't you feel shy about what you are doing? فيقولون فما تأمرنا. Okay, so what do you advise us? What should we do? فيأمرهم بعبادة الأوثان. He will advise them with the worship of idols. وهم في ذلك دار رزقهم حسن. And they will be وفي ذلك, in that condition where they will have good sustenance. حسن عيشهم, their life will be good. And it's under these circumstances ثم ينفخ في السور. So they, Allah Ta'ala would have been providing for them. And they will start the idol worship. ثم ينفخ في السور, then it will be blown into the trumpet. فلا يسمع أحد إلا أضغى ليتا. Nobody will listen except that أضغى ليتا here refers to, one way you can say, in English say he will be craning his neck to see, to listen what is being said. ورفع ليتا, or it will be raising another part of his neck, but I'll give you more explanation of this. قال فأول ما يسمع رجل يليت حوض إبله. The first person that he will hear now, the sur, he is plastering the house, the water place of his camels. فيسأق, and then he will fall down. ويسأق الناس ثم يرسل الله مطرا. Then Allah Ta'ala will send a rain كأنه أطل, as though it is like a pleasant dew. فينبت منه أجساد الناس, and from it, يعني from this dew, the bodies of the people will again become strong, it will grow. ثم ينفخ فيه أخرى, then the surah will be blown for a second time. فَإِذَا هُمْ قِيَامٌ يَنْظُرُونَ. In fact, this is the words of the Quran. And then they will be standing looking. ثُمَّ يُقَالُ, it will be said, يَا أَيُّهَا النَّاسِ هَلُمَّ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكُمْ. Come towards your Rabb. وَقِفُوهُمْ, and say in front of them, إِنَّهُمْ مَسْئُولُونَ. Verily you will be questioned. فَيُقَالُ أَخْرِجُوا بَعْثَ النَّارِ. Right? أَخْرِجُوا بَعْثًا. Come out to the gathering of the fire. فَيُقَالُ take out a group of the fighters, those must go to the fire, right? So فيقالوا من كم, how many? You got there, من كم, how many from them? فيقالوا من كل ألف, من كل ألف تسعمائة وتسعة وتسعين. From every 1,990, تسعمائة 900 وتسعة وتسعين 99. قال فذلك يوم يجعل الولدان شيبا. That is the day that will make the young people old. وذلك يوم يكشف عن ساق. And that is the day where it will be opened up from the shin of Allah Ta'ala. رواه مسلم. Imam Muslim narrates this particular right. وذكر حديث معاوية. And also this, under this chapter, the hadith of Muawiyah that they mentioned, لا تنقطع الحجرة, that hijrah will not stop في باب التوبة, in the chapter of Tawbah. Okay, so this is an interesting hadith. Like we told you, the relevance of this hadith here with the chapter is quite obvious. But remember, what is the bab? Babu la taqumu as-saatu ala shirari nasi, that Qiyamah will not be established except upon the worst of people. Right? Are you with me? So that we show you, we discussed, we told you before that whilst people are still good, whilst people are practicing upon deen, when there's goodness on people, Allah Ta'ala will not bring Qiyamah. So as long as the work of Allah Ta'ala is carrying on, the madaris are, operating, people are becoming huffaz, people are becoming ulama, etc., etc., then uh, Qiyamah will not come. But yes, when there is a complete degeneration, when the best people are gone, remember we done this hadith, Inna Allah la yaqbidu al-ilma intiza'an, walakin yaqbidu al-ilma binaz'il ulama'i. Remember, so your parameter or your barometer or your scale of judging people is when there are still good, authentic ulama amongst the people. When there are good and authentic ulama amongst the people, that would mean that the people will still be on good. The people will still be on khair. But the moment there is a lack of good, authentic ulama, that then automatically, because they are the leaders, they are the qudwa. So Allah Ta'ala will not take away knowledge by just waking up one morning and see there's no ulama, but rather يعني إن الله يقبض العلم بنزع العلماء. Slowly knowledge will disappear by taking the ulama away through the natural death, right? So this will not happen obviously after the Mahdi appears, then the Dajjal will come, then Isa will come, alayhi salam, then Isa alayhi salam will slay the Dajjal, and after the Dajjal there will be that pleasant condition cease, okay? So the first part is this here. Let's look at the explanation. First part, arba'ina. Here the Rawi is saying, I'm not sure whether he will be 40 days, 40 months, or 40 years, although there are some hadith here that speak about 40 days, 4 months, etc. But these are from the Ibahamat, those things which Allah Ta'ala kept concealed. So you remember that pattern, remember that chronological order. It is the Mahdi, the Dajjal, Isa, present conditions, and then degeneration of morals, and then the Sur. Remember that. Just remember that. So that's the same thing which is being discussed here, right? And then, oh, sorry, before the Sur will be that what you call it, that wind or that breeze that will take all the good people away, right? I told you, kabid literally translates. So you follow, you know what the overall theme of the hadith is, right? kabid translates as liver, but normally it speaks about something which is inside. So this person, even though he conceals himself, he hides in the mountain, but it's the law of Allah Ta'ala that is going to take all good people away. So it will definitely find him. Then I thought we were going to discuss this a bit more here. So all the good people will pass away, right? Through the medium of the Shareef. And this was also discussed a bit in more detail in the previous abwab on Qiyamah, etc. Right? So you're following? So after this wind comes and takes away all the good people, then there's فَيَبْقَى شِرَارُ النَّاسِ. Then not only the worst people will remain. Now this is now setting the stage for the final sign of Qiyamah. So this people, this شِرَارُ النَّاسِ, it's mentioned here, فَيَبْقَى شِرَارُ النَّاسِ فِي خِفَّةِ الطَّيْرِ. Why are they likened to tayr? Here it's mentioned that like how a bird, a bird doesn't really have a body, it doesn't have a solid body, it has a light body. So here people will be like that. They won't have any firmness in them. They will be like muzabzabina bayna dhalik, la ilaha ula'i wa la ilaha ula'i. They will not be people of firmness. There will be no sabat in them. وأحلام السباع. أحلام السباع. You say, yeah, like, predatory animals, it doesn't really have intelligence. It's not really, it doesn't have, it is more, it does not driven by its intelligence, but it's more driven by its carnal desires. Like if a lion or something sees an animal, even if the animal is in distress, he'll eat that animal, he'll kill that animal because his carnal desire is to consume that meat, irrespective of the pitiable condition of that thing. He won't worry about it. So same thing here. People they will be bereft of any mercy. That's the likeness. Ahram. They will be bereft of any mercy, but rather they will be driven by the carnal desires. So this will be the condition of the people upon whom the sur will be blown, without any firmness, without any steadfastness. They will be like the birds, and they will be driven by the carnal desires, right? Bereft of any intelligence and bereft of any mercy, right? Are you with me? Right. So it is under these conditions that the shaitan will seize and he will try to do something. So you tell the people, Allah tasaj, look at you people. You people have reached such moral deprivations. You have gone stooped so low. You have stooped so low. Although this is not his idea, his idea is to correct them, but his idea is to further misguide them. Right? Are you with me? So he said, you have reached the depths of moral deprivation, like how we see happening. Remember, I told you in the hadith we done last year, that Qiyamah will not come until people will actually copulate in public. They will actually do the deed in public. They will do the deed in public. And I told you people, even I saw in the news, they say now in one of the South American countries, it has been legal to do the deed in public. as long as you don't inconvenience anybody, as long as you don't inconvenience anybody. So that people would have reached the depths of moral deprivation. So it is so this is now Shaitan will use this, right? He will come under the pretense that he wants to rectify them, but rather he's going to use this opportunity to further misguide him because this is his life's mission. This is his life's mission. لأقعدن لهم صراطك المستقيم ثم لآتينهم من بين أيديهم ومن خلفهم وعن أيمانهم وعن شمائلهم ولا تجد أكثرهم شاكرين. See there, لا يعرفون معروفا ولا ينكرون منكرا فيتمثل لهم الشيطان فيقول ألا تستحيون. And they will be so naive and gullible. فيقولون فما تأمرنا, what are you advising me us? So they're going to think Shaitan is there, nasih, but he's not the nasih. Urdu, you say khair kha, but he's not the khair kha. فما تأمرنا, right? فيأمر, he says, no, you need to worship. You need to engage in worship. And you tell him, فيأمرهم بإباد الأوثان, right? So he will instruct them to worship idols instead of showing them the right path. After all, how can you expect Shaitan to show you the right path? Then the next part says here, what is saying? وَهُمْ فِي ذَلِكَ دَارٌ رِزْقُهُمْ حَسَنٌ عَيْشُهُمْ. That despite their moral deprivation, they will be in such a condition, رِزْقُهُمْ حَسَنٌ عَيْشُهُمْ. That Allah Ta'ala will still be providing them with comfortable conditions, with abundant rizq. So what the hadith is saying, the same prosperity that had come about in the time of Isa alayhi salam, it will still be carrying on at this point in time. Are you with me? Right. Despite their moral deprivation. So this shows you that, you know, enjoying comfortable conditions, enjoying prosperous conditions is not necessarily a sign that Allah Ta'ala is happy with you. Like how you give a person a rope to hang himself, you understood? So it is under these conditions that Allah says, وَهُمْ فِي غَفْلَتِهِمْ يَعْمَهُونَ. So when you are totally heedless, that is the time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grab you. That is the time Allah ta'ala will take you to task, right? So, ثُمَّ يُنْفَخُ فِي السُّورِ. So this year, إِلَّا أَصْغَى لِيتًا وَرَفَأَ لِيتًا. Yeah, in the Sharah they say this is litan is with a kasra on the lam. Litan actually refers to one portion or one section of the neck. So on when it's blown into the sur, people normally when you are alive, your neck props up your body, your head. Your neck props up your head, right? But if you're dead, your neck doesn't prop up. So here people will lose control of their necks. And so like normally as you see a person where you see the one, the head goes down like this because the neck is not supporting the head anymore. The neck is not supporting the head anymore. So same thing here. What we're saying is this, that the one portion of the adha, it will collapse the one portion of the neck as a result of that. The usage of the neck will be lost. Although the Sharih here is saying that according to him, what he say, adgha litan, he say that is what the Shurrah is explained. But according to him, his understanding of this text is this, that a person will crane his neck out. He will crane his neck out to see what is happening. strain out your neck, so to say. Then right, so the next part of the hadith says then the first person who will hear this will be a person la tayalutu means like to plaster, to build. He will be building the water hole for his camels. Pal is also where this word comes. The Quran, pal means like a dew, like a very, very light rain, right? So after the first surah, that is this rain will come, and as the word says, fayambutu minhu ajsadun nasi. Nabata yambutu means to grow. The bodies of the people will grow as a result of this. So after that first blowing, people will die, but they will be sustained by this dew, this rain. And then ثم ينفخ فيه أخرى, then the second blowing will take a place. And now it will be time for what we say hashar, standing in front of Allah Ta'ala. Normally in Arabic, when you speak about like some difficult condition, masa'ib, yuma yukshafu ansak, on that day it will be exposed, the shins will be exposed. And what is the reason for this? Normally, the Arabs, they used to wear a lower garment, which was like how we say today, a lungi type of thing. So when you run, you have to lift it up. You understand what I'm saying? So that running is referring to like lifting up that thing and running because of some difficulty that will come. So yukshafu means now the difficulty of standing in front of Allah Ta'ala will start. You understand what I'm saying? An interesting thing they say, like when when you have a difficulty that you can't face, then you run away. So you pull up your lungi. And in Arabic, this is called what? Tarawil. You pull it up and you run because you can't face it. So this difficulty is referring to that the difficulty of Qiyamah Day. That's why we say when somebody was faced with a very difficult circumstances, you say kashafa an saqihi. He rolled up, like how in English, to roll up your sleeves is synonymous of getting down to hard work. It's synonymous of getting down to hard work. So rolling up your trouser, your lower garment, is synonymous of feeling some difficulty that you are unable to face. So that's what being said there. وَذَلِكَ يَوْمٌ يُكْشَفُ عَنْ سَاقٍ. And that is the day which it will be opened up from the shin, in which you will face difficulty. وَمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ. So a lot has been said in the hadith. So let's just put everything into perspective against one time. We don't lose the train of thought. So what happened here was, the first thing we told you, that the Mahdi will come. Then the hadith is فَيَخْرُجُ الجَّدَّالُ. Then the Dajjal will come. Then Isa alayhi salam will come to slay him. And after Isa alayhi salam slay him, as Isa alayhi salam will, I'm putting together now from all the hadith, he will remain for a while. He will get married. He will be buried. And the Mahdi will be there. And some other hadith speaks about some other pious, righteous leaders. So then there will be pleasant conditions. There won't be adawat. There won't be bahawat. Everything will be nice. So we say hanky dory, right? And then after that, what will happen? There will be the Muslim people, Allah Ta'ala, the good people, Allah Ta'ala will take them away through this riyahun barid, right? As we're saying. Then after that, everything from the hadith, yeah, I'm telling you the same hadith, I'm just giving you the chronological order and adding some other stuff from other hadith in, right, that we done. And then there will be a degeneration in the morals. حتى لا يعرفون معروفا ولا ينكرون منكرا. People will not recognize good and they will not even reject evil, right? Are you with me so far? Then Shaitan will come as a nasih, as a khair kha, that he wants to wish good for them. but in fact, he rather wants to do bad for them, right? And then you will take them even further away. You will take them away from their moral deprivation. I told you about moral deprivation, cohabiting in public, etc., which we have already reached. This has already been legislated in some South American countries. It is permissible, it's correct. And then, under these circumstances, Qiyamah will take place. Or rather, Qiyamah first, the first surah will be blown. فَإِذَا نُفِخَ فِي السُّورِ فَلَا أَنْسَابَ بَيْنَهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ وَلَا يَتَسَاءَلُونَ وَمَنْ ثَقُلَتْ مَوَازِينُهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. And then they speak about that. I told you the difference of interpretation of أَضْغَى لِيتًا وَرَفَعَ لِيتًا. There a person, now the interesting thing here, this here, which you say, فَأَوَّلُ مَنْ يَسْمَعُ رَجُلٌ يَلُوطُ حَوْضَ إِبْلِهِ فَيَسْأَقُ وَيَسْأَقُ. The interesting thing we learn from this, if people will be going about their normal daily lives, it's not like everybody sitting saying, now Qiyamah is coming, we must wait for Qiyamah. People will be going about their, no, they won't have the faintest, the slightest idea. And it is under those circumstances that Qiyamah will come, right? And then, sorry, not Qiyamah will come, but rather it will be blown in the sur. And then after that, there will be a period where, from the hadith we learn, we answer, Limanil mulkul yawm. I told you I'm adding in, which is not here, Lillahi al-wahidi al-qahhar. Allah Ta'ala will say, who is the king? He said, there's no, Limanil mulkul yawm. For who is the kingdom? Lillahi al-wahid, for the one all-powerful, for the one all-powerful. Although throughout Allah Ta'ala was the powerful, the one, but there will be nobody even to contest him figuratively. You understand what I'm saying? Right? And then it will be blown for the second time. And then there's some other details we understood from the other abwab. Remember the fire that will drive the people to Sham and that. But this is the broader aspects that will take place. This is the broader aspects will take place. Okay, so that brings us to the end. So tomorrow, inshallah, tomorrow is Friday. We'll do the actual chapter of Babu Nafti Suri, inshallah. So this is now a brief timeline of everything, although there is some finer details that has been left out. There are some finer details that has been left out. Okay, we're switching over now, inshallah.